Hello, everyone. Welcome to Everyday English with Johnny. I'm Johnny, your friend and guide to speaking English with confidence and a big smile. Today, I'm joined by my awesome co-host, Rose.
Hi, everyone. I'm Rose, and I'm so excited to be here with Johnny to help you make your English sound clearer and more natural. We're going to have fun today, and we promise to keep things simple and easy to follow.
So, have you ever felt like your English sounds a bit off? Or maybe people don't always understand you? Don't worry, you're not alone. Today, we're diving into something super important. 5 common pronunciation mistakes that even experienced learners make, and how you can fix them to sound more confident and fluent.
That's right, Johnny. Pronunciation is like the magic key to unlocking clear, natural English. Whether you're chatting with friends, giving a presentation, or ordering coffee, getting your pronunciation right can make all the difference. So, grab a notebook or just listen closely, and let's get started on mastering English pronunciation.
Before we jump into the mistakes, let's talk about why pronunciation is such a big deal. It's not just about saying words correctly, it's about making sure people understand your ideas and feel your confidence.
Exactly. When I was learning English, I thought knowing lots of words was enough. But then I noticed people sometimes looked confused when I spoke, even though I used the right words. It was my pronunciation that was tripping me up. Once I worked on it, I felt like a whole new world opened up. I could express myself clearly and people listened.
That's so true, Rose. Good pronunciation boosts your credibility. It's like giving your words a clear, confident voice. If you mispronounce something, it might lead to funny or awkward misunderstandings. I once said beach instead of peach at a store, and the cashier thought I was talking about a vacation.
Oh, I've been there. I mixed up sheet and seat once, and let's just say it was a very embarrassing moment. Clear pronunciation helps you avoid those mix-ups and makes you feel more confident. Plus, it's a huge step towards sounding fluent, even if you're still learning.
So, whether you're a beginner or already know some English, fixing these common pronunciation mistakes will help you shine. Let's dive into the 5 mistakes and how to avoid them.
The first big mistake is messing up vowel sounds. English has a lot of vowel sounds, and they can be tricky because they often don't exist in other languages. For example, English has short vowels, like the A in cat, and long vowels, like the A in cake. Mixing these up can change the meaning of a word.
Oh, I used to struggle with this so much. In my native language, we don't have the short I sound like in sit. So I'd say sit when I meant seat, and people would get confused. It was frustrating, but I learned a simple way to fix it.
Tell us, Johnny, what's the trick?
The key is to practice listening to and repeating vowel sounds. Start with a pronunciation dictionary, like Merriam-Webster or Oxford Learners' dictionaries online. They have audio for words, so you can hear the difference between sit and seat, or cat and cake. I'd listen to a word, say it out loud, and repeat it 10 times to get it right.
That's a great tip. Another way to practice is to use the International Phonetic Alphabet, or IPA. It's like a guide that shows you exactly how to say each sound. For example, the short I in sit is I, and the long I in seat is I two dots. You can find IPA charts online or in apps like Sounds Right. Pick one vowel sound that's hard for you, listen to it, and practice saying it every day.
Here's a fun exercise. Try saying these pairs out loud to hear the difference. Pin and pine. Bet and beat. Man and main. Say them slowly, then faster. Record yourself and listen back to check if you're getting it right. It's like training your ears and mouth to work together.
And don't worry if it takes time. When I practiced the A sound in cats versus cake, I'd say them in front of a mirror to see how my mouth moved. It helped me feel the difference. Try it for 5 minutes a day and you'll start noticing progress.
Moving on to mistake number 2, consonant clusters. These are when 2 or more consonants come together, like STR in street or SPL in splash. They can be hard because some languages don't have these combinations, so learners might drop a sound or add an extra one.
Oh, I used to do this. In my language, we don't have clusters like ST at the end of words. So I'd say tes as tes or add a vowel to make it testa. It sounded so unnatural.
I get it, Rose. I had trouble with school. I'd say school because the SK sound was tough for me. The trick is to break the cluster into parts and practice slowly. For school, I'd say SKOOL first, then blend it into school.
That's a great strategy. Another tip is to listen to native speakers saying these words. Watch a short YouTube video or a podcast clip and focus on words with clusters like strong, play, or next. Repeat after them, copying how they blend the sounds. Apps like BBC Learning English have exercises for this.
You can also try tongue twisters to make it fun. Say, she sells seashells by the seashore. Start slow, then speed up. It's like a workout for your tongue. Record yourself to hear if you're saying all the sounds clearly. Practice one cluster like STR or CL for a few minutes each day, and you'll get the hang of it.
And be patient with yourself. Consonant clusters can feel like a mouthful, but with practice, they'll roll off your tongue. I used to practice street and start while walking to work, and it became second nature.
Rose, mistake number 3 is about stress and intonation. These are like the music of English. They show where to put emphasis and how your voice rises or falls. Getting them wrong can make your speech sound flat or confusing.
Oh, I used to make this mistake all the time. I'd say record when I meant the verb record, or I'd stress the wrong syllable in photographer instead of photograph. It made my English sound robotic.
Same here. Stress is about which syllable you emphasize in a word, like important instead of important. Intonation is how your voice moves up or down, like raising your voice at the end of a question, "Are you okay?" If you keep your voice flat, it can sound boring or even rude.
To fix this, I started shadowing native speakers. I'd watch a movie clip or a podcast clip and repeat lines, copying how their voice went up or down. For example, I'd say, "I love this movie," with a happy, rising tone, or "What's your name?" with a question tone. It made my English sound so much more alive.
That's a great tip. You can also practice stress by clapping on the stressed syllable. Try important and clap on im, or say photographer and clap on ta. For intonation, practice sentences with different emotions. Say, "I'm so excited" with energy, or "I'm tired" with a low tone. Apps like Sounds Right or BBC Learning English have exercises for this. Another fun way is to read a kid's book out loud, like you're telling a story. The characters' voices help you practice intonation. I used to read a story about a bear and say, "Oh no, where's my honey?" with a sad tone. It was fun and really helped my rhythm. Mistake number 4 is mixing up word pairs and minimal pairs. These are words that sound almost the same but have one tiny difference, like ship and sheep, or bat and beat. Getting them wrong can lead to funny or confusing moments.
Oh, I've been there. I once said sheep instead of ship in a conversation about sailing, and my friend thought I was talking about farm animals. Minimal pairs are tricky because the difference is so small, but it matters.
To fix this, practice minimal pairs every day. Make a list of pairs like pen and pine, bet and beat, or fan and fun. Say them out loud, slowly at first, then faster. I used to practice ship and sheep by saying them 10 times each, back to back, while looking in a mirror to see my mouth move.
You can also use online tools. Websites like BBC Learning English or pronunciation apps have minimal pair exercises with audio. Listen to the difference, then repeat. Another trick is to make silly sentences. The ship sails fast versus the sheep eats grass. It helps you remember the sounds.
Recording yourself is super helpful here. Say both words in a pair, like sit and seat, then listen back to hear if you're saying them differently. I did this with pen and pan, and it helped me catch my mistakes. Practice one pair for a few minutes each day, and you'll get sharper.
The fifth mistake isn't about a specific sound, it's about not practicing consistently. Pronunciation doesn't improve overnight. It takes small, daily efforts to see big results.
So true. When I started, I'd practice pronunciation for a few days, then skip a week. My progress was so slow. Then I made a promise to practice 15 minutes every day, and that's when things changed. I'd spend 5 minutes on vowel sounds, 5 on shadowing, and 5 on reading aloud. It added up fast.
Consistency is key. Set aside 15 minutes a day for pronunciation. You can break it up. Shadow a podcast while brushing your teeth, practice minimal pairs during lunch, or read aloud before bed. I used to practice TH sounds while cooking dinner, saying think, think, over and over. It became a habit, and my pronunciation got so much clearer.
Another tip is to record yourself regularly. Use your phone to record a short paragraph or a voice note about your day. Listen back to check your vowel sounds, stress, or minimal pairs. I did this and noticed I was saying V instead of W in water. Hearing myself helped me fix it.
Getting feedback is huge here. If you have a friend who speaks English well, ask them to listen and give tips. Or join an online English group on WhatsApp or Tandem to share voice messages. You can even post a recording in our Everyday English with Johnny community and get feedback from other learners.
And don't forget free resources. Check out YouTube channels like English Addict with Mr. Steve or apps like Sounds Right for pronunciation exercises. If you can, take a class or find a tutor for personalized advice. I had a teacher who helped me with my R sound, and it was a game changer.
Wow, we've covered so much today. Let's recap. The 5 common pronunciation mistakes are mixing up vowel sounds, struggling with consonant clusters, getting stress and intonation wrong, confusing minimal pairs, and not practicing consistently.
To fix them, start with vowel sounds using IPA and online dictionaries. Practice consonant clusters with tongue twisters and slow repetition. Work on stress and intonation by shadowing native speakers. Master minimal pairs with daily practice and silly sentences. And most importantly, practice 15 minutes every day to build strong habits.
Make pronunciation fun. Shadow a song while dancing. Read a kid's story like a movie star. Or say tricky words while making breakfast. English isn't just a subject. It's a part of your life. Every time you practice, you're building a clearer, more confident voice.
Let me share one last story. A friend of mine, Sarah, was so shy about her English because she mixed up ship and sheep. She started practicing minimal pairs and shadowing for 10 minutes a day. A few months later, she gave a talk at her school in English,
and everyone understood her perfectly. She said, "Johnny, pronunciation practice gave me the confidence to shine."
That's so inspiring. Your accent is part of your unique story, and it's beautiful. The goal is to be clear and confident, not to sound like someone else. Every small step you take brings you closer to fluent, natural English.
Thanks for joining us on Everyday English with Johnny. We believe in you, and we know you can master pronunciation with practice and the positive attitude. What's one pronunciation mistake you want to fix? Share it in the comments below, and let's support each other on this English journey.
Until next time, keep practicing, keep smiling, and keep speaking English with confidence. Bye, everyone.
See you soon!